change their attitude a little bit towards what a pyramid is, okay? So the first thing I want to share with you guys, and if you haven't read this book, there's a book called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I strongly suggest, doesn't matter what business you're in, whether you're network marketing, internet marketing, a personal business, even just personal life to get ahead in life, you got to go out and read this book. I'm not going to go into too much of it today. I might just start doing like a whole week of Periscopes just on this book because it's so important. But I just want to bring up one topic in the book, and they talk about this book is the 97% versus the 3%. And basically what that represents is that 3% of the population controls the other 97%. They own 97% of the money. They employ the other 97% of the people. Okay, so why do I put that down? Now, even though this book was written almost 100 years ago, okay, give me some hearts on here if you guys are with me, or give me an amen or a yes. Do you think these numbers are still the same? So a book that was written over 100 years ago, it says, listen, there's a 97% and a 3. The 3% control the other 97. Amen. Worse. Right. Yes. Yeah, they even say it's worse right now, guys. So let me draw this out visually so you guys can understand this. So somebody goes out and starts a business. We'll call them the CEO, right? Oops, whatever. CEO. Sorry, I told you guys you couldn't make fun of my handwriting. I already misspelled one letter. So, so yeah. Anyways, so we got a CEO that starts a business. Okay, well they can't do everything themselves, right? So they go out and hire, let's say, vice presidents and CFO. I'm a high school dropout. I don't know what CFO stands for. I used to always say it stands for can't find the office. Because when I had a job, I never saw the CFO. He was always out golfing, right? No. So they got the vice presidents and the CFO, right? Well, they can't run everything, obviously. So they go out and hire national managers. Let's just put an M there. The national managers go out and hire some regional managers that hire local managers that hire what? Employees. Now, every major corporation in the world is set up this way, whether you guys knew it or not. And I know a lot of you guys probably already understand this. It's like, yeah, the pyramid structure, we know that. It starts from the top, works its way down. But if you've never heard of this, I mean, come on. What do you think there's more of? Is there more employees or are there more managers? Is there more local managers or more regional managers? Is there more managers or CFOs? Or is there CEOs? CEOs, owners, right? So if you really look at this, I don't know, you got what? More down here, less at the top. So we can maybe say that the 3%'s up here and the other 97%'s down here. You guys following me so far, okay? So what are we taught to do to become successful, guys? Right? Now, if you're like me and you got the roadmap to success, I was taught, go to school, get good grades. Well, I messed up royally there, okay? Why? So you can go get a good job. And now what you got to do is, get good grades so you can go get a degree, an education, so you can get a good job. And now what you got to do is work 40 hours a week for 40 years and work your way up the corporate ladder and you're financially free. That's what we got to do to make it in America, am I right? Can I get an amen? A yes, no? See, I love when I used to do this live in front of presentations, guys, because I would have everybody my age and above going, no. Somewhere along the lines, I was lied to. I've been into this, and it's not true. It's not the American dream, let me tell you. And on the other side, I had all these people that were like 18, 19, 20, college students going, live in front of like 100 people. And I go, so that's the way to become successful in America, right? And all these kids are going, yep. That's what my parents told me. That's what my college professor told me. As long as I get a good degree, then I can get a good job and I can work my way up and one day I'll live the American dream. So I want to relate with you guys a little bit. Now, I don't know if this relates to you guys, but guess what? I kind of told you a little bit about my story already. But I was going, okay, I may not have an education, but I'm not stupid. I'm a hard worker. I catch on fast. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the bottom of the bottom of the bottom, man. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show up early. I'm going to stay late. I'm going to put in the extra effort in. I'm going to do whatever it takes. You know, I try to, you know, they call it brown nosing, right? Because I realized probably the fastest way to get to the top was marry the boss's daughter. Because, I was going, wait a second, why is everybody up here either have the same last name or buddies from college? So I got to get in on that crew, right? So, man, I worked hard. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I busted my butt. And I was with this company for about 2 years. And all of a sudden, my boss came into my office and she said, you know what, Robert? I'm putting my 2 weeks notice in to quit my job, and I'm putting you up for review to take my position. You work harder, you know this department better than anybody else, and I think you're more than deserving of this job. I was jacked. Dude, I remember calling my mom. Hey, Mom, I don't need no GED. I'll be a manager. I told you I could do this, man. I was jacked. I was finally moving up a level. I was moving up the corporate ladder, right? Man, pumped. Well, a couple weeks went by. I didn't get my promotion. I didn't know what was going on. And all of a sudden, this guy walked in my office, and I knew who he was, right? I'll just say that I used to call him the SOB. Anybody know what SOB stands for? Yeah, son of the boss? No, I don't know what you guys were thinking, but no. But it was, I swear to you guys, it was the boss's son. And this kid just graduated from college for God knows what. But he had absolutely no idea how to run my department. I remember my workload doubled, and I don't even want to know how much they paid him. Guys, and maybe that story doesn't relate with you guys, but how many, can I get an amen, some extra hearts here, some love? You know, because somebody just the other day said, you know what, I know you're in networking, and I'd love to finally pay my bills off, and I'd love to finally get ahead in life, but all I do know about those pyramid things is it's a lot of work and nothing's certain. And all I said, man, is anything in life certain? Does anybody on here know somebody that did everything right? They went to school, they got the degrees, they got the education, they worked their way up the corporate ladder, only to find out later that they were let go because they found out they could hire somebody else for less money. You know, my mom, I love her to death. She's one of the most hardest working people I know. She's ambitious, you know, single mother, you know, working 2 jobs and going to night school, took care of me. You know, she graduated, you know, I don't even know how much debt she's in. And she's like 60% of Americans, ladies and gentlemen. She doesn't even work in the field she graduated for. So maybe my story doesn't relate with you, but how many people know somebody that did everything right? So, when I say, is this a pyramid? Yeah, it's just like Walmart. It's just like Target. It's just like the government. See, every major corporation in the world is set up this way or not. And I'm not, you know, I'm going to go off on a tangent here. And I know there's people from Australia, from South America, to all over the world watching this. But I think you guys can all relate when I say this. Is what else looks like that? Has anybody ever noticed? If you guys don't know what this is, it's a US dollar bill. And what's on the back of a US dollar bill? A pyramid. And what's at the top? An eye. Now, why do I believe that's there? Some people say, oh, it's the all-seeing eye, it's the Illuminati. They say all these things, and I laugh because what I believe it stands for the American dream, ladies and gentlemen. It stands for I deserve to be at the top. See, when I read this book, Think and Grow Rich, ladies and gentlemen, I realized that I was never going to be in the 3%. It didn't matter how hard I worked, no matter how hard I tried, no matter how much extra effort I put in, and how much butt kissing that I did and sucking up to the boss, that this punk kid was always going to tell me what I was worth. He was always going to tell me when and if I could take vacations, how many days a year I could get sick. Can you guys imagine that? So I'm telling you guys, it doesn't matter if anybody has a job right now watching this, and I'm not knocking a job, but do you realize you'll never get paid what you're worth? Never. Because everybody above you is making money off of your efforts. You're never going to get in the 3%, ladies and gentlemen. So why I believe that stands for the American dream is I deserve to start at the top. I deserve to be an entrepreneur. I deserve to live the American dream. And once again, I hope I don't offend anybody when I say this, because it is honestly a true and honest compliment. Here in America, you drive around. Who owns the liquor stores? Who owns the dry cleaners? Who owns the car detailing companies, the landscaping companies, all these small entrepreneur business? It's all minorities, it's all immigrants, because they came to America with the belief of the American dream, that I can start at the top, that I can be a business owner, and I can be in the 3%. That's why people strive to make it to America, ladies and gentlemen. And I know there's people all across the world watching this, and I know there's a lot of free countries in the world that you guys have the same opportunity as we do, but I hope you guys understand the point that I'm driving home right now. That you're never going to get up there. Yeah, the land of the free, home of the brave. No, it's land of the scared. Too afraid to take a chance. Why is everybody else taking a chance, believing in the American dream, and everybody sitting around going, oh, can the government help me out? Is there any way I can get a raise? No, this country was founded on entrepreneurship, starting at the top, taking a risk, and being in the 3%, ladies and gentlemen. And that's what we're about. That's what this opportunity gives you a chance to do. To start at the top, and the difference between this is your direct efforts, your direct success is based on everybody else. When you focus on helping people, in return you have success. It's the only opportunity in the world I'm aware of, ladies and gentlemen, that you want the people below you making more money than you, ladies and gentlemen. So if anybody ever asks you again, is this a pyramid? Maybe you should show them this. Because everything in the world that makes money is a pyramid, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry to tell you that, but hey, hate to burst your bubble. But I'm here to tell you I'm nothing special. All I did was read a book. All I did was find a mentor and listen to him. And he taught me how to start at the top. Was it scary? Yes. Was it hard? Yes. Did I see immediate return on my money? No. But I stuck with it, and I believed in the American dream. I believed that if they could do it, I can do it. And all of a sudden, I found myself in a position that I had over 300,000 customers in 7 different countries around the world, and could make more money a week than I could ever a month working a job. And I know you guys can do it too, ladies and gentlemen. So sorry to go off on a tangent about this. I don't even know how long I've been going. But I love showing this example, ladies and gentlemen, because, hey, everything in life is a pyramid. The only difference for you to ask, is it easier to start from the bottom and work your way up, or start from the top and help others below you become successful? And I think each and every one of you know the answer to that. So if it's not whatever business you're in, find one, ladies and gentlemen. The world rewards entrepreneurs. Even if you just got involved in the business for tax write-offs alone, it's the monopoly the government set up, and you might as well play their games. Okay, so before I keep going off on tangents, guys, thank you for the love. Thank you for the hearts. I hope you guys can hear the passion in my voice when I'm talking about this stuff, because I truly believe in it. I believe that there's something that has to be changed. There's so many people in the world right now that are sick and tired of being sick and tired. But the only problem is nobody's doing anything about it. There's so many people out there wanting to complain a situation, environment, or person for the reasons they don't have the things they deserve to have in life. And I can tell you one thing, if you're blaming any of those things for the reasons you're not in the place that you want to be, shame on you, because that's your own fault. The only person that's going to make a difference in your life is you. Stop looking for other people to give you handouts. Here in America, here in the world, ladies and gentlemen, it's the easiest time ever to become successful. It's the easiest time ever to become an entrepreneur. Look at all the countries around the world. The economy's bad. They say the dollar's crashing. They're trying to find out other ways to do things. So the easiest way to make money right now, because nobody else is trying, ladies and gentlemen, find a mentor, find something that you can be passionate about, and go after it and do it. You can do it. Everybody else has the same opportunity as you, and you're in a position where you can be in an opportunity that can change somebody's life, ladies and gentlemen. So stop just existing and start living, ladies and gentlemen. I said I wouldn't go off on another tangent, and I just did, so So I'm going to close it out with that. Thank you guys for the hearts. Thank you guys for the loves. Thank you guys so much for the shares. You can go to roberthollisjr.com. Reach out to me personally. Like my fan page. Send me a private message. I'd love to hear from you guys. If you guys got any questions, comments, I can't wait to see the debate on this. You don't believe in me or believe in this? Fine. I want to hear your idea of what a pyramid is. So guys, thank you so much. Please reach out to me. Thank you for all the love, the shares. This is the highlight of my day. I love doing this. I love giving back. And, you know, I'm going to edit the front and back off of this. So maybe when I finally do put it up on Facebook. So if you guys ever know somebody that said, well, is this one of those pyramid things? You can go, wing, here's a video, and let me just say, to tell them what exactly a pyramid is. So, you know, I would strongly advise you guys, when somebody does say that, don't get offensive. You know, best comeback always to, is this a pyramid? Is, oh my gosh, I don't know. What is a pyramid? And listen to them go off on some crazy idea of some la land, what they believe a pyramid is, and you get to look at them right in the eyes and go, wow, thanks for explaining to me what a pyramid is, because we're nothing like that. So thanks, guys. God bless. We'll see you.